For the past 2 days, I couldn't think. Like, really, I couldn't form a single thought. Everything felt loud in my head, but also empty at times. And you know what's worse? I was actually being hard on myself. I didn't say to myself, hey, maybe, perhaps you're tired, so you probably need a break. Instead, I told myself, you're falling, you're failing, you're a bowl of rubbish. That's literally what I told myself. And also, you're not serious enough. But now looking back, I wish I realized I wasn't lazy, I was just burnt out, too tired, too mentally drained. But I didn't know how to recognize it because no one ever taught me how. See, I have been pushing myself really, really hard. Waking up in the morning, trying to be productive as possible, trying to stay consistent and grow and show up and improve also. Somewhere along the way, I forgot something really, really important, that rest is not a reward, it's actually a requirement. I told myself once I finish this, I will earn my rest. Once I hit this goal, I'm able to take a breather or two. But the list never ends. And slowly, without even realizing it, I started breaking down. Why? But not visibly, but mentally. That brain fog kicked in, that fatigue, the sense of why everything feels harder than usual. And yet I still blamed myself and I called myself lazy and a ball of rubbish. That's the thing with burnouts. When you do not know that you're actually experiencing it, you think that you are the problem. You wake up tired, unfocused, feeling numb at times also. And you also do not say that I'm feeling overwhelmed right now and my brain needs some space. But instead of that, we say that we're weak, undisciplined, and everyone is doing fine except myself. What's wrong with me? But here's the thing, burnout always never screams loud. Sometimes it just whispers. It shows up as silence, mental clutter, or a total shutdown of motivation. If you have been demanding energy from yourself without recharging it, it's now a flaw. It's a natural consequence. Your mind needs moments of silence to reboot. It took me a while to realize what was going on because burnout always never feels a big crash at first. It's more like a slow fade. Little signs that I have ignored. Not enjoying things that I actually loved. Yeah, I couldn't enjoy whatsoever, but not being able to start. Although my intention was to be productive, but I couldn't do it for some reason. And that was the reason. I kept trying to push through, but pushing never helped. Pushing made it even worse because I thought to myself that I was not capable of doing it. And if I'm not, and if I thought to myself that I was not capable of doing that, a whole lot of negative thoughts started flowing into my brain. You're not capable of doing this. Maybe you're not ready for this. Maybe you're not good enough for this. And it was quite annoying at times. And then my mood started to fall off. Till one night I closed my laptop and I just sat in bed thinking in silence. And I asked myself something very simple. What if I'm not broken? I'm just perhaps tired. That's it. And in the moment, a huge weight started to lift off my shoulder. Yeah, it was magical. because I finally saw what was really going on. I needed permission from myself just to take a rest. Here's the wild part: when you're burned out, your mind doesn't say, take it easy. It goes through survival mode and says to you, you perhaps are not trying hard enough, which is completely false. You are not good enough. That's all false. It lies. It sounds so real. Because when your system runs really low, everything gets distorted. You lose self compassion. You compare yourself to people who aren't even living your reality. And the worst part, you actually believe it. You make it your identity and you start to think maybe this is who I am. But not really. You're just tired at the moment. And tired people think tired thoughts. So now I know the next time I feel foggy, exhausting, off track, I will ask myself this question: do I need to push harder or just take a step back and have a breather first? Based on that, I can know what is going to be my next step. Because if I have known earlier that I was just burned out, I would have just spoken to myself a lot more kinder than being negative. And one of the best things that I've heard earlier today, or no, actually yesterday it was, where an old man said to himself, I'm Muslim by the way, so an old man actually said to himself, I will actually buy myself a beer because I like me. I like my own company. Obviously, not beer, since I'm a Muslim. Maybe perhaps an orange drink. Actually, avocado. I love avocados. I would actually go buy myself an avocado because I like my own company. Ever since when he said that, I was like, oh wow, he likes his own company. Tell me the amount of people that actually don't really like their own company, don't really like themselves. They go and treat people amazingly, but as soon as when it comes to themselves, no, it's just horrible. And I hope you do too. Buy yourself an avocado drink and like your own company. It's because nowadays I'm starting to like my own company, to be honest. I'm starting to like being by myself, which is a good thing because you will never get lonely. And the most importantly is that try to remind yourself that you're not lazy, you're just human. And we have a flow of emotions throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the whole year also. Sometimes we just do not want to do things. That's most of the time actually. But you have to know when to push harder and when to take a step back and realize that perhaps maybe you're feeling burnt out or you're just tired for once. You have to know when to push and when to retreat. It's like being in a battlefield and one of your leaders says, push, and then you push. And you have to know when to retreat also. It's a whole strategy movement, I would say. And it's more simpler than we think. We just label it as it's very complex. It's not complex. It's just really simple when you just label it as retreat or push. That's it. Comment down below if you've had one of those feelings and you've really been harsh to yourself? And how did it make you feel once you realized that that was not the truth? Like, share, and subscribe if you like those type of videos, because I post, I would say, weekly, couple of times. Haven't been posted have I haven't posted for a while, probably like a week and a half right now. But I'm back, at least, I would say. And yes, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully you buy yourself an avocado drink. Take care, people, and see you in the next video.